I'm sure you have heard about the sadistic smile of a narcissist or the infamous smirk they flash when they feel like they have outsmarted you. I know you have seen these. These are the smiles most people talk about, but I bet you have not heard of the Cheshire cat smile, a smile that belongs almost exclusively to the covert narcissist, the manipulator. And once you learn how to spot it, you will be able to detect a covert narcissist in less than 10 seconds. Hi, I am Danish, a narcissistic abuse recovery professional. Today, we are going to dissect the most cunning smile of a covert narcissist, the Cheshire cat smile. Now, where does this smile come from? The idea of a Cheshire cat smile comes from Alice in Wonderland, you know, a famous movie. That eerie-eyed, almost exaggerated grin the cat gives, a grin so unnatural it feels more like a mask than an actual smile. That is what I'm talking about. On the surface, it looks like warmth, friendliness, and maybe even charm. But when you look closely, something is off. It doesn't reach the eyes. There is no genuine spark or soul. It's a manufactured performance, and that is exactly what makes it one of the hallmarks of a covert altruistic narcissist. Now, let's talk about how does it look like. The Cheshire cat smile is a full stretch of the lips, almost like they're trying to make their mouth reach their ears like this. Sometimes you can see almost all the teeth. It's overdone, exaggerated, and almost cartoonish. They're not smiling with their whole being, they are smiling with their mouth and trying to trick you into believing that the emotion behind it is real. When a covert narcissist gives this smile, they believe they're pulling it off. In their mind, they imagine they are radiating kindness, warmth, honesty, and authenticity. They actually think this smile is proof of how nice and genuine they are. But to a keen observer, it's the opposite. It's hollow and it's fake. It's a silent advertisement of their mask. When do they use it? This smile shows up when they want to win you over without words, when they are trying to convince you of their goodness, when they are trying to play the role of the altruist, the kind neighbor, the generous person, the one who just cares so much. It's a smile they use when they want to trap you in the belief that you're dealing with someone kind hearted, when in fact you're standing in front of someone who's cunning, manipulative, and deeply self serving. I've seen it personally. One of my narcissistic cousins has perfected these smiles. To the outside world, he looks like the friendliest, most community oriented person you could meet. He flashes that wide, all teeth Cheshire cat smile, and people instantly soften around him. They see him as approachable, trustworthy, and even lovable. But behind the curtain, he's manipulative, evil, and ruthless. That smile is his bait. It is his way of projecting a persona that is the complete opposite of who he really is. Now let's talk about the anatomy of the smile. If you break it down, here is what is happening. The mouth stretched wide, lips pulled back, showing more teeth than necessary. It's too much, it feels forced. The eyes, they're flat, empty. There's no crinkle, no spark, and no congruence with the mouth. The eyes and mouth do not belong to the same emotional state. The energy, it does not radiate warmth. It radiates calculation, and it feels like a rehearsed performance meant to disarm you. Have you experienced it? Let me know in the comments. You see, the human brain is wired to detect sincerity in micro expressions. Even if you do not consciously realize it, you will feel something is off. That unease is your intuition trying to warn you that the smile is not genuine. What's going on in their mind? When a covert narcissist flashes the Cheshire cat smile, they are not just smiling, they are strategizing. In their mind, they're thinking, look how nice I look right now. They see themselves through your eyes. Look how believable my kindness appears. You are buying it and you are falling for it unwillingly. It's a silent form of manipulation. They know a smile lowers defenses. They know it makes people trust and it makes people want to reciprocate warmth. So they use it as a tool. It's never about joy, it's always about control. And the crazy part is they often believe they're masters of authenticity. They actually think their smile is magnetic and real. They can't see that what they're projecting is fake. because their entire identity is built on performance, isn't it? Now, why did I say it's just about covert narcissists? What makes it so unique? Overt narcissists do not need this smile. They are bold, brash, and too arrogant to even pretend. They may smirk, but not this. They may give you that sadistic grin, but they rarely bother with a Cheshire cat smile. Covert narcissists, on the other hand, thrive on subtlety, right? They want to be seen as kind, selfless, and altruistic. They want people to think of them as the good one, the nice one. So they weaponize this exaggerated smile as proof of their goodness. It is the perfect camouflage for their darkness. Now, before you go out scanning everyone's face around you, let me make this clear. Some people may have a wide, exaggerated smile simply because that is how their face looks when they smile. Some people who are deeply depressed, masking, or on the autism spectrum may also smile this way because they have learned to force expressions they do not fully feel, or they do not feel in a neurotypical way. So the Cheshire cat smile in isolation means nothing. It is just one piece of the puzzle. But when you see the smile combined with other behaviors such as manipulation, covert gaslighting, false humility, passive aggression, that is when it becomes a cherry on top. That's when it confirms you're not dealing with a genuine person, you're dealing with a covert narcissist in disguise. Now, let me tell you how to spot it in real life. Here is what you do. Next time someone gives you a smile like this, do not just look at their mouth, look at their eyes. That's what I do. Look at their overall energy. Do they seem genuinely connected to you, or do they seem like they're performing for an audience? Trust the unease you feel, because that uneasy feeling is your nervous system picking up on the mismatch between the mouth that says warmth and the eyes that say nothing. And when those two do not line up, your body knows. The danger of this smile is not just that it's fake, it is that it is persuasive. People fall for it, communities get fooled by it, entire families buy into it. It is how covert narcissists build reputation as the nicest person you will ever meet. That's why it's so difficult to expose them. While behind closed doors, they're manipulative and destructive. To others, they're kind, they're giving, they're accepting, forgiving, understanding, and spiritual. Because it looks like kindness, you end up doubting yourself. You think, maybe I am overthinking, maybe they are really that nice. And they show it through their behavior. That's exactly the confusion they want to create. They want that smile to gaslight you into questioning your instincts. Now, spotting this smile matters because it helps you see through the mask. Narcissists are masters of disguise, no matter what type. They do not just manipulate with words, they manipulate with expressions, with their body language, and with little signals designed to bypass your defenses. The Cheshire cat smile is one of those signals. And once you know how to see it, you will never, ever unsee it. So, yes, we all know about the smirk, the sadistic grin, the evil smile of a narcissist, but the Cheshire cat smile is the covert narcissist's favorite mask. It is their way of saying, I'm the kindest person you will ever get to know, while hiding their predator underneath. Next time you see it, that wide, toothy, exaggerated grin that doesn't reach their eyes, pause, pay attention, because in that moment, you may just be standing face to face with a covert narcissist. With that, let's bring this episode to an end. Thank you so much for watching. I will talk to you in the next one. Until then, as always, let the healing begin and continue.